Hello, this is Flora for Lori Spot. I was supposed to say Flora Corpus, but whatever. You know my name by now. So, yeah, I tried recording this video before, but for some reason, when I talked, it sounded like it basically it distorted my voice, and I think there could have been a number of reasons, such as maybe I sat up too closely to where the microphone is, and also I think a bunch of applications running, so my laptop was making a bunch of sounds and all that, well, it was, well, when you run too many applications on your laptop, and then it, makes a loud kind of heating sound or whatever, and I guess that'd be from the fans in the laptop, but anyway, I'm controlling my voice now, and so you might have to turn up the volume on your computer. So I'm gonna try this again, and hopefully it will work out. So, and I also need to keep time for this. Ooh, we better run through this quickly. I was watching a YouTube video, and also please don't mind my messy appearance right now. I know I'm just I'm always like that about it, you know. So anyway, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was about, basically this woman got a male friend of hers to go around the streets of New York City and basically ask a bunch of men what they thought feminism was, and unsurprisingly, and also sadly, a lot of these men were saying things like, they're a bunch of hairy lesbians who hate men, and they want supremacy over men, and feminism is unnecessary, and women all have completely equal rights up to this point to men, which all of them are completely untrue, and I am going to back up that statement. Last I checked, I wasn't lesbian. Last I checked, I don't hate men. And remember, it's because I'm saying this because I am a feminist myself. So I don't hate men, I'm not a lesbian. I don't want superiority over men. I don't believe that someone could be, that you could feel happy with any single person if you believed that you were superior over them. And that's me. I don't know, maybe other people love to feel superior or any of that, but the thing is, it's harder for you to gain a relationship, an adequate relationship with someone, if there's a feeling of one person being superior over the other. I know that I'm not going to really feel close to someone who's just all high and mighty and all that crap. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, which is why I personally am a feminist. The thing is, a lot of times feminism gets confused for what we call gender supremacy. And that actually, it's not feminism at all. That is what Wendy McElroy, which by the way you should visit her website, www.wendymcElroy.com, who's a great Canadian and great author. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh my god. Oh, I remember now. They call them Gen Femmes, or I think that was a word. But anyway, basically these are the kinds of people that believe that women are superior to men or any of that kind of stuff. Feminism has been basically, the image of feminism has been destroyed by such kind of people, and also by old bitter men, and I'm going to say this, old bitter men who, after coming back from the war, which was World War II, they saw that they had to work a lot harder to get their jobs back, or to get new jobs and all that, because women were allowed to work, and so they had technically more competition. And we all know how, think about it, if you had basically a person who had to do everything for you in your house, and they didn't get anything for that, and you were able to actually get money, and this money is actually a means by which you can control that person. And so this person, if they ever left you, they wouldn't be allowed to work anyway, so they wouldn't have any money, so how'd they live? And so that's why they would need to completely depend on you. But once that is taken away from them, and we all know that that would be kind of predictable, but it doesn't make it right. And housework has actually had at that point done that to women. It basically equated them to slaves. I don't see what the difference was. They were technically, mentally, and physically slaves to their men. So it's just that was the image that was brought of a family, and I think that's very, very sad. And so when men came back, they were like, oh, these women are trying to destroy what family values were. Well, you know what? Family values before that were crap. It equated women to slaves, and honestly, it was written that women were basically, they were worth more than actual technical slaves, but in the end, that's not really true. They were all slaves to something, and it's quite depressing, actually. Yeah, so I don't understand all this confusion about feminism, but I think it was brought on by those kinds of men who are just bitter, and their male descendants who they brainwashed. But I'm not going to say that all men are like that, or that all men want women to, I don't know, work in the house all day, or any of that kind of crap. In fact, that's why you see a lot of men complaining about boring housewives. And you know what? People are saying that, oh, women are just, these feminists are disrespecting women by saying that they're nothing if they work in the house and that's all they do. You know what? I'm going to say it's very stupid, actually. Any woman or person who, if they just work all day in the house and they basically receive no salary, no marketable job experience, they're basically putting their lives on a single person who could do whatever they want to them. And that's where you see abuse against women occurs, because they won't report it, because then this man who has all this job experience, all this money, and they don't have any of that, they can just leave them, and they're just left out in the cold, and they might be left with their children, and what are they going to do? It's just... Also, so yeah, I think it's quite a stupid move on anyone's part. Housewives, house men, I don't know what they call them. Like, I don't know what the term for men who work in the house is, but I'm just gonna go with mine, house men. Or house husbands, was that it?